All right, guys, welcome back to Gospel News here. We are still giving you updates back to back on as we take the go. In case you have not followed us, please do that very quickly. Let's go straight with more update here. And the latest we have here is that Supreme Court has fixed October 5th for hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, challenging his illegal detention by the Nigerian government. When I don't hear them as you take the go. Before we go into properly, those of you who never buy this medicine for your health, I still want to use this opportunity once more to remind you that this medicine is available at your location, no matter the country where you are. In Germany is there, in France is there, in Italy, in Spain, in Luxembourg, in Italy, yeah, it is available. In Spain, in Canada, in United States of America, and in the United Kingdom, which is London. This medicine is also available because their distributors have been spread across the globe. The phone numbers cannot be contained on this particular leaflet, so I would advise you to contact the doctor, the general overseer, the doctor, patapata. Will be Dr. Emmanuel Nwoko, CEO. On his phone number, you can contact all these numbers on the screen through WhatsApp. They will respond to you very quickly. Depending on whichever ailment that you have, they have the solution to it. And it's a guarantee from me, because if this medicine isn't working, the people who have bought it wouldn't have, or they would have come back with different types of complaints. You know, when I started giving out, making this advert, I was laughed at. You know, a lot of people are saying, you lost it, you do this, you do that. But today, those people who mocked me when I started it are the ones who have benefited, and they are following the back door to say, thank you very much, this medicine has solved my problems. So it's no longer news. I want you, even if you don't have any sickness, or you can pass the message to your friend to give him the healing that he deserves. Yeah, this medicine works. I want to assure you. If you have diabetes, they have the control. They have what it takes. At least they go knock 'em to 0. I'll be 45% from 100. And if you have hepatitis, gonorrhea, syphilis, that one, they worry people. They have the medicine. They have all types of medicine for different ailments. So contact them today and then receive your treatment very quickly. So contact any of the numbers on the screen through WhatsApp. Depending on, in Nigeria, they are there in the southeast, in Lagos, in Abuja, in Ghana, in South Africa, in Togo, in Benin Republic. Every country is there. In Ghana, then they there too. Just contact them, and then your solution will be just a step away. So I am assuring you, and it's a guarantee from me to you. Okay, quickly. And Simon Ekpa has claimed that he received a message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or an intelligence message from on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health. What did he say? He said, breaking, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seriously down, can't open his eyes, can't speak, his condition is very critical, and I am raising the alarm of danger on the life to 80%, and from scale of 1/10, I put it at 8. I will put it to the politicians and those who participated in this kidnapping, an extraordinary rendition, that there will be no hiding place for you and everything around you. That was a tweet coming from Simon Ekpa when he was cutting chain over the message he said that he received concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ill health as I speak to you now. So let's quickly take a look at this coming update concerning his court appearance in Abuja. Now, the Supreme Court of Nigeria has fixed Thursday, October 5th, 2023, that is Thursday this week, for hearing on 2 separate appeals filed by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through his counsels, and against his continued detention. When I don't hear him, so he say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed 2 appeals before now, challenging the reason behind why they are still keeping him in detention up to this very moment. The appeal to hear on Thursday are marked SCCR 1394 2022, Nnamdi Kanu v. Fed, Rep of Nigeria, and SCCR/1391/2023, Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Nnamdi Kanu, Sahara Reporters Land on Saturday. The lead counsel of the detained leader of the pro-Biafra group, Mike Ozekome, son, senior advocate of Nigeria, confirmed the hearing date to Sahara Reporters on Saturday. Mike Ozekome, a senior advocate of Nigeria, led Ifeanyi Ejiofor and others in the appeal, which they had formally won at the Federal High Court and at the Court of Appeal. You can imagine that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Barrister Mike Ozekome has won this case at the Court of Appeal. And here today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still under detention, despite these victories that are, paramount. Sahara Reporters had reported that the Court of Appeal had, in October 2022, discharged Nnamdi Kanu on the 15-count charge against him. The appellate court subsequently barred any further arrest, detention, and trial of Kanu on the existing charge before his forceful extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria by the agent of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on 27th of June 2021. Since that time till now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been unjustly held against his wish and his will in the detention of the SSS, which is the Secret Police of Nigeria. Very shameful. In a country that claims to uphold the rule of law, Tinubu, Buhari gave you a problem which you are going to bear the brunt till tomorrow if you don't take a second thought now and do the needful. This Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wogu obagidre gị n'olu lakpụkwa n'ime afọ no gbọọkwa ya is hooking you and is giving you problems, but Tinubu they do like say concern him. Meanwhile he's biting him na akpa. Now the federal government later appealed against the judgment at the Supreme Court and subsequently got another panel of the Court of Appeal to stay the judgment of the appellate court. We remember that the people who ruled in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were transferred from that very court to different parts of the country. That is Ebasa, Asoso, and Ozo di Chiche. Despite the judgment, Kanu has remained in solitary confinement at the facility of the Department of State Services, DSS, nearly 1 year after the judgment discharging him. Confirming the hearing date, Kanu's lawyer said the following appeal has been slated for hearing at the Supreme Court of Nigeria, Abuja, on Thursday, the 5th October 2023. Nnamdi Kanu versus Federal Republic of Nigeria versus and the SCR 1391/2021, Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Nnamdi Kanu. Sahara Reporters had on September 18th reported that Ejiofor recalled that Kanu's lead counsel, Barrister Mike Ozekome, son, had formally requested for the court's approval of September 28, 2023 as the new scheduled date for the hearing of the appeal following the cancellation of the earlier scheduled date. So 28th of September, I don't think that that hearing was held. Ejiofor had said there is a positive indication that in the coming days, a confirmation or otherwise of the proposed new date will be made public upon our lead counsel's feedback. Our request is simple. Let this appeal be heard with every urgency it deserves, so that the fate of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been illegally held in solitary confinement of the SSS, will be determined. Having been discharged of the frivolous criminal charge against him since the 13th day of October 2022, the federal government of Nigeria has continued to detain him in custody in clear violation of his subsisting judgment and orders of the Court of Appeal, and that directed his unconditional release and consequently prohibited his further trial before any other court in Nigeria or detention in any custody. What is this talking about? It's talking about the ruling by the appeal court of October 2022, which said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released and should not be detained or arrested anywhere in Nigeria. But today, what is going on? Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He's still being detained in the custody of the Nigerian government. Very shameful act. As I have consistently maintained, the wheel of justice may grind slowly, but it will grind exceedingly fine in no distant time. That was the conclusion that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor gave on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's update and his court hearing that will be coming on the 5th of this particular month, which is October 2023. So this one will be having Mazi Nnamdi Kanu live on that particular day. It's been a while. It's been long time since we saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu last. So may we see that day. We are hoping that this man will get justice to go back to him papa and him mama house. And then we are looking up to that. Let's see what God is going to do on that particular day. So as we move with speed, P2B has made another update. So let's listen to him and hear what he has to say this time around.
Good behavior. These are part of leadership. So it can be done. We have all the talents and everything all over the world. It's a question of the leadership have to show it. You have to start by saying, my name is Peter Obi. Okay. I'm from this town. I went to this primary school, this secondary school, this university. And people can. They're very important. You know, when Chika was saying my CV, he said Harvard. I said, no, Chika, I did a program in Harvard. I'm an alumnus of Oxford and Cambridge. It can go and be verified.
Verified.
I don't need to put injunction for you not to see it. Go and tell them in the soccer whether they'll give you my transcript. These are things we must. And we must do it and say, this is who we are. Because that's what makes us. Nobody said you must be anything. No. We have had leaders all over the world that didn't go to school. Just say, this is who I am. These are my parents. These are my children. You know? So we will do that.
This man on our go kill us. Is there shading Tinubu? He said, this is who my parents are. So Tinubu no get. Look at Tinubu's record here. Tinubu, they are giving you expo. We don't know.
My president, commodification of the naira. Commodification of the naira. This is how your day should by the Congolese. My president, your excellency, commodification of the naira. Yes. Commodification of the naira, monetary policy. Commodification of the naira, cassava. Use cassava. 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 Commodification of the naira for monetary policy.
When I don't hear now, expo for Tinubu use cassava. This country don't red. This country don't change color now. No be say no, I go come tell me say this country is going somewhere. This country don't change color. It don't finally red. It don't red. Omo, I beg you. But we go another news. I don't feel shouty.
Lose that and so on. Of course, that is untenable. I mean, state of Biafra. Lose that and so on. Of course, that is untenable. I mean, I too was wrong on this because if by any chance you have another state of Biafra, it will be the 16th state of ECOWAS. And that means you have free movement of goods and persons. But the fundamental question, the fundamental issue is that this debate is not happening. This whole thing is being driven almost in a haphazard manner. Last week, they called for, was that last week? Yeah, last week. They called for a sit at home. And even without anybody getting out to more enforce and so on, I learned virtually Anambra and many other cities were completely shut down. It just tells you there is something going on. But Again, where is the elite in this? What is missing is structured debate and the apparent elite aloofness or complicity or hypocrisy. Elite in denial. For the politicians who think you can let's use them temporarily, let's use them. Just go on, while we can then use that to negotiate for something here. I can tell you, you will create a monster that will consume you. When that inferno comes, both us, everybody else, and the kind of thing that happened in Biafra where any dissent was considered a saboteur. Okay? You might get to a point where you will be telling them, just go on, while we can negotiate here, get something for ourselves in Abuja. I can tell you these guys are no fools. At some point, they will look at you too and know that you're actually part of the problem. And so on and so forth. So, I say, let the debate must begin. The late Dr. Pius Okibo, in this book as well, presented what the memo by late Dr. Pius Okibo presented to the Biafran government on the economic viability of Biafra. Nobody is talking about what the currency will look like. How will you fare with international?
Una don't hear this was Soludo in the past. Today is the one fighting the Biafra. Una pull mouth. Una know they talk about the debate. Una know they talk about how una will be the government officials go fit get the Biafra without the people who are not doing it well. Una know they talk about that. This is where the problem is starting. Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it well. You people should talk about it in the hierarchy there and get it for us. Everybody will rest. If una get Biafra, nobody will say, the one who una get, no be the original one. Who will follow you people there. But nobody is talking about it. Oh yeah, na. Una go soon run, jump fence.